What's going on, guys? Kigerr here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the MoonKnight event as well as the companion itself. Let's get into it. What's going on, guys? Kigerr here, and today we're talking about MoonKnight and the companion. As a reminder, I'm still doing my giveaway. Comment section down below 2500 space and what you liked or disliked about this video, and you'll be given into the giveaway. For the giveaway, I'm giving away a roster review. I'm going to sit down with the winner over the weekend and talk about their cores, abilities, cards, things like that. Now, starting with the MoonKnight check-in, we got a pool right here, and then we get some MoonKnight coins, which I'll go over the crafting in a minute, as well as this box. This box is actually pretty good, as we'll see later on. Then we have a second event, a summoning event, and I really like that they give you a 1-star for your first 10x during the 2-week time frame. Well, almost 3 weeks. What really sucks is down here, 100 pools for a 3-star. I think it's nice that it's there, but I think it would have been a whole lot better if this was 50, your 5 10x, and then you get everything. Doing 100 is a little, Netmarble, right? Then we go into the Training Grounds rewards. Now, the reason why I took a long time with this video is to do testing with MoonKnight as well as testing with this Training Grounds, because all Training Grounds have been different up till this point, and this one is no exception. So the coins on the bottom are dropping every 1 to 3 wolves. Most people do wolves on the Training Grounds, so most of my numbers are going to be based off of killing wolves with max villain damage. We were getting a coin every 1 to 3 wolves, and then as far as this box, they don't announce it anywhere, say it anywhere, but I believe during the early hours of the reset, this was bugged and not dropping as it should, and I'll show you that right here. So this is a player doing 9 hours. They had 6 hours set up before. The only thing that's not here is they had an extra 100 stack of common companion shards, and they used their 1 and 2 star EXP books because they didn't want to wait. But as you'll see, this is 9 hours. During that 9 hours, they got 1 box. That is not correct. That's not what should be happening. Once we look at this other one, which is a completely different player who did it for 6 hours, but on Tuesday. So as we'll see, they were getting one every other hour, whereas I believe the first half of the day on Monday was bugged and it wasn't dropping as it was supposed to. Let me know in the comment section down below if you had different numbers. But as we see, 1800 in the 6 hours and 2600 for the 9 hours, which matches up, lines up, everything looks good to me. So in total, you could have had that entire 15, so you could have had both together of the numbers that we saw, which brings us to the crafting. The crafting, we get a 2-star companion for 1000, which I have the numbers right here. It's very interesting. They're not all even. The 4 Eternals and Nick Fury are 6.66. Everything else is 6.6667. Which I guess they have to make it 100%, right? But it just feels weird that those are the ones they picked. A lot of people wanting Icarus. What is interesting is MoonKnight is in this box, which is something you can get. We also have the new Moon Treasure Box. As I said, is pretty good. It's 500 instead of 1,000. You get it 5 times, 2,500. So with the 9 hours, as you saw, the 9 hours was able to get 2,600, which if we go back to the crafting, 125 could get 3 of these. Um, and and then if you do the 6, like if you saved 6 from last week, and then you did your other 6 this week, as well as your 3 hours of freebie, you'd be able to get all of these. And I'd suggest skipping the companion upgrade box, which is 200 coins, and get the alpha companion shard box, which is 100 coins, which is 2 to 10 shards of common or rare, which will really help players fatten their companion roster. Right here is the new moon treasure box. 30% chance to get 1 companion ticket, which is really bad. The 5-star right here, the 10% chance is for 10 5-star companion level tickets, which is not bad at all. But the 6-star is 60% chance to get the 6-star, and 45% of that is to get 10 shards of MoonKnight. So half of your entire chance of this box is to get MoonKnight, which I like that. I think this is exactly the kind of boxes that should be in these companion events, because it lets you get the companion, right? We have 3-star MoonKnight in the Omega shop, which obviously not everyone can get, but it's there for 500, which is not an unreasonable price. Then we have a 1-star for a 10x pool, which even free-to-play can get that. And then 3-star at 10 10x's, which is kind of steep, but it's there. I like the fact that it's there. I wish it was lower, but I like that it's there. Then even these, free-to-play can get 5 to 6-ish of these boxes over the course of the event. So even if they get the 10, they get 60 shards. They almost have the 3-star right there. Then we go over into the actual companion review. So MoonKnight himself is very interesting here. And why I say that is, so what happens is you summon him down. He looks a lot like Daredevil when it happens. He comes straight down, has the little AoE around himself, and then anything that was in that area, I'm sorry, but I don't have the full numbers here. After hours of testing, the most I've seen is 3 targets. And the idea is when you click the button, he falls down right where you were at, and whatever was in that small area of effect is what he throws the shuriken at. And then whatever he throws the shuriken at does this damage. At level 1 is 635% damage. Then for 6 seconds, they take 25% of your attack. So that's an extra 150% damage on top. So whatever this number is, add 150% to it. This the 150 does not scale. The initial damage does scale. Then after that 6 seconds, you'll see an indicator over their head of the moon. And then over the course of that 6 seconds, it'll be a full moon. When that full moon happens, they will be blinded for the duration, which goes up as you scale it. The issue here is the blind does require status effect. The interesting thing is widows with no status effect accuracy still hit their blind all the time. So I don't know if blind has its own factors or whatnot, but MoonKnight is acting the same way here. So if you're against an opponent in Dark Dimension Duel against them and their Hulk, you don't have to worry about the target. You can just drop MoonKnight in the middle of them. He will throw shuriken at both of them, the Hulk and the target, for medium guard break, and deal some pretty decent damage. It looks like if it goes like this, 32% per scaling, it's not terrible. It'll max out somewhere in the 900 something percent range, and then you add 150 on top of that. It's a weaker Daredevil, with blind instead of cannot dodge is kind of how I'm looking at it, as well as Daredevil's claim to fame is that you can drop him right there in the middle, and even if the target's across the thing, he'll still throw the baton at them. Whereas Moon Knight, you have to kind of drop him correctly to get the full effect here. What's interesting here is specifically with Widow or spin blades from any of these characters that can go invulnerable for X amount of time, they can play off of this full moon. So with Widow going invisible, with spin blades going untargetable, with Storm going into her bubble, and several other characters have other things as well, you can play off the 6 seconds here. So let's take Storm for example. Her bubble is 4 seconds. So you drop Moon Knight throws a shuriken, then you go bubble. That's 4 of the 6 seconds. Once the 4 seconds of the bubble is done, then you use a dodge. Once you use a dodge, you are invulnerable for 2 seconds, making the full 6 seconds. And then now your opponent is blinded, meaning you can just go ham and throw your stuff on them. The idea here is that Moon Knight gives you a window to go full power on your opponent, and you don't have to worry about targeting so much as you do in the current Hulk meta. So Moon Knight can be an interesting counter for Hulk. I think Hulk is still very good where he is because he does fuck with targeting and other abilities and such. But against top tier players, I believe Ultron, Icarus, other things are still doing really well. And I believe Moon Knight is an interesting addition. We'll have to have more testing to see how he ranks up in Dimension Duel. But I can say in a group PvP setting, Alliance War and regular Omega War, Hulk is still number 1 because it's an extra body on the field. But if you're trying to beat the Hulk as well as fight multiple targets at once, I believe Moon Knight does have a spot. Till next time, guys.